Hello and good morning, dear students. Now we are going to start course which is heat and thermodynamics, and I'm going to teach you chapter number 4, which is the last chapter of this your course. Now this chapter thermometry is very easy to understand and very easy to score in exam. Because if you read that chapter you will understand it. There is no very deep concept, and physics wise the concepts are very simple and neat and well explained in this chapter. So I will suggest you, I will recommend that you cannot keep this chapter for I can say for your option purpose. Read this chapter carefully in exam, okay, and take this as a primary topic for your examination study. First of all, I'm going to tell you introduction of this chapter. In introduction part, we know that thermometry. Here we have two words, thermo and metry. Thermo means heat, and metry means what are the devices that we are going to use. So, definition of thermometry is that thermometry is the branch of physics which deals with study how to measure thermal components. Okay, so thermal components is basically temperature. So this chapter is mostly related with how we measure temperature. So for measuring temperature, you already know we have to use thermometers. So we can use thermometers to measure temperature. So in this chapter, we are going to study various temperature scales, okay, in which that we are going to measure, and various different type of thermometers that we can use to measure temperature. Now, uh, with this introduction, I will start first point, heat and temperature. So, heat and temperature, these are the two distinct things, but these are the two things which are very closely related with each other. So, if I am going to first of all tell you what is meant by heat. So, heat is one of the form of energy. Okay, so you already know there are various different form of energy like kinetic energy, potential energy, nuclear energy, gravitational potential energy. All those are various different type of energies. Out of those energies, heat is one of the energy. Now, as I told you, heat is one form of the energy. Now this energy, okay, heat energy, we can measure in joules or calories. So calorie is also unit of heat. So relation between joule and calorie is 1 calorie is 4.186 joules. So we can take 1 calorie unit as 4.186 joules. Again, temperature is the measure of heat. Okay, so it is measure of heat. What is measure of heat? Means what? If a system is having higher temperature, then we can say heat energy is higher. Okay, so heat energy, it is combination of many type of energies. So out of this, one is kinetic, okay, then rotational, okay, vibrational. So all those are molecular energy levels. So all those are termed as internal energies. Okay, so heat energy is one of the form of internal energy. So temperature is measure of heat, means if a system is having higher heat, if you compare two bodies, one body is having higher heat energy, then we can say temperature of that body is higher, okay, compared to another. Again, we can measure temperature in Kelvin or degree Celsius. Or here I have written various temperature scales, 5 temperature scales I have written. In those 5 units we can measure temperature, out of which Kelvin is the SI unit. Again, another definition of temperature, temperature is also measure of thermal equilibrium. What is mean by measure of thermal equilibrium? We know that if we take two systems or two different bodies, out of which one is at higher temperature and another is at lower temperature, then heat energy always flows from a body which is at higher temperature to a body which is at lower temperature. Okay, and until how much time that heat energy will going on? Until and unless when the temperature of these two bodies becomes equal. So heat energy start flowing from higher body to lower body until temperature of those two bodies will constant or same. So in another words, we can say these two bodies are in thermal equilibrium. So temperature is a measure of thermal equilibrium. From temperature we can say whether that two bodies are in thermal equilibrium or not. How? If temperature of two bodies are equal, then we can say these two bodies are in thermal equilibrium. And if temperature of those two bodies are not equal, then we can say those two bodies are not in thermal equilibrium with one another. So this is the another definition of temperature. So how can we make that definition? From temperature we can say whether that body is in thermal equilibrium with another body or not. If given bodies are in thermal equilibrium, then their temperature is same. If two bodies are not in thermal equilibrium, then we can say two bodies are not in thermal equilibrium. Now, as here until this you understand what is meant by heat and what is meant by temperature. So these are the two totally different quantities. Now measuring temperatures. So if we measure temperature of a body, so temperature of a body is measured in 5 different scales. So here I already written 5 different scales. One is Celsius scale, which is written as degree Celsius. Second one is Kelvin scale, which is written by K. Okay, so you can write Kelvin scale as K and pronounce it as degree Kelvin. Third is Fahrenheit scale, which is denoted by degree F. Then Reaumur scale, which is degree R, and Rankine scale, which is R. So all those 5 temperature scales we can use to measure temperature. Now for these 5 scales we have used 5 different I can say base, or I can say, for example, Celsius scale is we can say Celsius temperature is a scalar quantity. For that we need some reference point. So for Celsius scale we have chosen reference point as a water. So freezing point of water we have chosen as a 0 degree Celsius, and boiling point of water, which is 100 degree Celsius. These are the two scales, or lower bound and upper bound. Out of that scale is divided in 100 parts. That's why this Celsius scale. Then another one is Kelvin scale. So Kelvin scale is derived from the concept of again water, but that concept is triple point of water. So at 270 degree 0.5 of 270 to 73.15 Kelvin, which is triple point of water, or if you convert it in degree Celsius, so that is minus 273.15 degree Celsius. So at that point water exists in 3 states: solid, liquid and gases. So that is the definition of triple point of water. So Kelvin scale is derived from that. Then Fahrenheit scale is derived from temperature of our human body. So in medicinal purposes, oftenly doctors use this Fahrenheit scale, degree F. Then Reaumur scale and Rankine scale. Reaumur scale is from ethanol, okay, boiling point of ethanol and freezing point of ethanol. Reaumur scale is derived. In this way, all the temperature scales are derived from different, I can say, different base. But 1 degree Celsius, 1 degree Kelvin, 1 degree Fahrenheit are different units. But we can convert these into one another. We can convert Celsius into Kelvin, Kelvin into Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit into Rankine, all those scales. So first of all, degree Celsius. Second one is Kelvin. You know how to convert degree Celsius into Kelvin scale. We can add 273.15 into degree Celsius scale. So temperature in Kelvin I have written here as Tk is equal to temperature in degree Celsius plus 273.15. Now next Fahrenheit scale. For Fahrenheit scale we can convert degree Celsius into Fahrenheit scale as temperature in Fahrenheit scale is equal to 9/5 into temperature in degree Celsius plus 32. So here you can take Tc from here. Suppose you take Tc is equal to 0, means 0 degree Celsius. So you can write Tc is equal to 0, and if you put that here, then temperature in Fahrenheit becomes 32 degree Fahrenheit. If you put Tc as 5 degree Celsius, then 9/5 into 5, so 9 plus 32, which is 41. So 5 degree Celsius is 41 Fahrenheit. Okay. So in this way, you can convert degree Celsius temperature into degree Fahrenheit. Then in Reaumur scale, relation is here. So temperature in degree Celsius is equal to 5/4 into temperature in degree Reaumur. So if you Tr is equal to that 5/4 goes to on left hand side, so 4/5 into Tc. So Tr is equal to 4/5 into Tc. So from that formula we can derive. Again from Fahrenheit, temperature in Fahrenheit is equal to 9/4 into temperature in Reaumur scale plus 32. If you choose Tr is equal to 0, means 0 degree Reaumur, so that is 32 degree Fahrenheit. Okay. So in this way we can convert Fahrenheit into Reaumur, Celsius into Reaumur. Then last one is Rankine scale. In Rankine scale we have given this formula. So here I have written all these 4 units. So C means temperature in degree Celsius divided by 100, which is equal to temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32 divided by 180, which is equal to temperature in Kelvin minus 273 divided by 100, and that is equal to temperature in Rankine scale minus 492 divided by 180. So this is divided in 180 parts, this is in 100 parts, this is in 180 parts, and this is in 100 parts. So using this equation, you can this and this and this, you can convert Celsius in Rankine scale and vice versa. So all these 5 units can be used to measure temperature. With this, we stop our lecture here, and in next lecture we will continue next point.